Oh yes, it's your boy Change Agent Cooper. Make sure you like this channel, subscribe to this channel, click the bell for notifications so that you can be alerted whenever I'm putting this content out. I got a lot to say and I'm gonna say it. I got a lot of experience, strength, and hope, and I'm gonna share it. It would be blasphemy if I didn't. If I call myself to be a community leader, not being willing to share, you know what I'm saying? But tonight, I just want to take it down memory lane. I want to take it down memory lane a little bit. So I was looking through my emails. I was looking for some communication I was having with the highly respected Dr. Evan Ashkin, the FIT program, the formerly incarcerated transition program, which utilizes community health workers. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to put it out there just so people understand, like, what got me involved with community health worker wasn't when it started trending after the pandemic. Like, just to keep it all the way 100 with you, it wasn't the pandemic that got me involved with it. What got me involved with it was Dr. Ashkin, and it was I think it was 2019, and I was recruiting people. It was it may have been around the summertime, maybe. I was recruiting people to take a forensic peer support training. I was trying to get people, you know what I'm saying, to take it because I knew it was going to require solidarity amongst the state if we was to get that thing respected. And so I was reaching out to all the people who was doing the work, with the reentry returning citizens. And so I had heard about the FIT program, and once I heard about it, I reached out because I heard that they use people with lived experience. So who else better to be taking the forensic peer support training than somebody that's doing the work on the ground, especially in that intercept for the reentry side. You feel me? And so whenever I reached out, I had met him, you know what I'm saying? I was at in Raleigh, you did. And I was in Raleigh and I talked to him and he was like, we use community health workers. We don't use peer support. I was like, what you mean? And he said community health workers. And so at this time, it was like 2019. I didn't really know much about community health workers, but when he said community health workers with lived experience with incarceration, all the community health workers that he hires have to have done prison time. I was like, oh my goodness, I love the sound of that, doc, because he a whole live doctor with the UNC School of Medicine. You did, and at that time, I was disruptor Philip, peer support specialist Philip, working at the community college, trying to find his way, fight the good fight, get people jobs, and call out what wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? That's who I was then. And so hearing that come from a doctor from Chapel Hill saying that he only hires these folks that have experience with incarceration specific to prison, I was like, oh man, I need to learn more. And so at that time, I started like begging, like, when's the next training? You know what I'm saying? I was blowing him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, hey, look, I want to get into this community health worker training. And this 2019. You did? And so we do the forensic peer support training, and I'm in communication with some of his team. You did, and I never forget like begging them to get me in the training, but the training was really just for the people on his team and the TCN, which TCN is located in Cali. I forget exactly what TCN stand for, but they're like the OGs, I believe, with like the formerly incarcerated population as it relates to community health workers. And so I couldn't get in that training because that training was only for the people that was working for FIT as it related to North Carolina. And so whenever the pandemic hit, then the CHW movement started taking off. But let me tell you, before the pandemic hit, I was invited to the table, and it was actually because of Dr. Evan Ashkin. And the reason why I'm giving y'all this history lesson, so y'all just understand, like, I don't I set trends, I don't chase them. You did what I'm saying? Like, and so whenever Dr. Evan Ashkin seen how hungry I was for the community health worker piece, he told me like it's some people in your county that's doing community health work as well. They have a team that's meeting, yada yada yada. I was like, what? Connect me. And at that point in time, I was invited to the table with Mayheck, ABIPA, you feel me? YMCA. It was Mayheck, ABIPA, YMCA. I think that was the only organizations that was at the table, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Party Hospital, not Party Hospital, my man Milton, that's on the North Carolina Community Health Worker Association board. But it was at that time that I got to the table. And like I say, it was ABIPA, Mayheck, YMCA, and my man from Party. I may have left somebody out, but I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure that's all that was in the room. And this was pre-pandemic. And so once I got to that table, you know what I'm saying, I immediately came in there talking about peer support specialists and trying to get them to explain the difference between the two. I started doing my research on community health workers. I started building relationships with community health workers all over the country. And then, you know, even with me getting recruited to be one of the the National Association of Community Health Worker Leaders. You dig what I'm saying? And so shout out to Dr. Evan Ashkin and the FIT program. You feel me? Because that is what got me involved with community health worker. And I'm staying in my lane. Don't get it twisted. I see the community health worker, community professionals as an integral component to what's going to disrupt and dismantle structural racism. Whether we talk about the criminal legal system, whether we talk about the academic institutions, whether we talk about the workforce development resources, you know what I'm saying? Those things right there are even access to health as it relates to behavioral health and substance use disorder, you know what I'm saying? Ending stigma, all of that, man. Community professionals play a major role in that because community professionals have that trust. Community health workers, community professionals use it interchangeably. Don't let the lingo get you messed up. Just know community health worker is all about trust. It's all about trust and connections to the community that you're serving. Because you can't be an effective community health worker if you are not trusted and connected to the community that you're serving. You did what I'm saying? This is a fact. This is a fact. So anyway, shout out to Dr. Evan Ashkin. Like I say, I continue to give him shout outs because I will say that the man was willing to make the connections for me. You feel me? And we got to have them types of allies that's willing to make the connections for us. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't be in all the rooms. That's what people got to understand too. Like people that's really boots on the ground. You know, we ain't got time to be going to all the meetings, but we got to have people that's in the meetings that's gonna hold it down and stay solid. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that we represent it and not looked over. You feel me? And so anyway, let me just go back a little bit, just a quick little history lesson. I'm gonna shut up. I don't know how many minutes I've been going in, but you know, if y'all intrigued by it, then y'all ain't bored anyway, because you know what type of time I'm on. But so when I think back, it was like early 2020 when I was trying to get a FIT program to Buncombe County. You dig what I'm saying? Now I will share my screen, you know, because back in early 2020, like I want to say it was like around the time the pandemic hit, may have been like March, April. I was really pushing real hard to try to get a FIT program because I was standing in the gap. And so just to show y'all something, let me show y'all something what FIT is about. I'm gonna show you what FIT is about. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick. Let me go ahead and share my screen. There it go. There it go. You know what I'm saying? This is a FIT program, and this is from the Center for Community Transitions website, and they got FIT in multiple. They got FIT in multiple counties, but you see right here where it say, you know, let me show you where it talks about what they do, like who's eligible. The program assists people who suffer from chronic illnesses during their reentry process while still incarcerated after release and up to 2 years later. Chronic illnesses include diabetes, hypertension, congestive heart failure, COPD, kidney failure, liver disease, mental illness, substance use disorders. You feel me? So that's like a whole bunch of people that's getting out, you know what I'm saying, that can qualify for these services. And you see down here what it say, health and wellness services. Look right there. It's a primary care, connected to primary care, referral to mental health and behavioral health services. You did what I'm saying, referral to substance use disorder treatment, referral to other resources, including nutrition and tobacco cessation. You know what I'm saying? That's what my team doing. That's what I did before I had a team. You did, even when I was working at AB Tech Community College, I was doing this work right here. I was doing this work right here because I was passionate about it, and we didn't have a program that was a community-based program that was doing this work. We do have a reentry council, and they do good work on the admin side. You did what I'm saying, being inside the courthouse, and we need those types of services, and we need that boots on the ground. We got to have that boots on the ground because people need that assistance with navigating. And so I just wanted to give y'all a timestamp on that thing. You did what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all a timestamp. You did? Yeah, was been pushing for FIT since early 2020. And we need it. Yes, we need it in Buncombe County. Yes, we need FIT in Buncombe County or investment, you know what I'm saying, in a community-based organization. Hello, Operation Gateway. Operation Gateway. You did what I'm saying? Here. And I got a reentry team right now. You did, Gene and Lindsay. You know, shout out to Suzanne Mazur Porter, United Way of Rutherford County, you know, being willing to take the reentry work on, you know, which is a more regional approach, and we getting it in. But yeah, I've been pushing for FIT since 2020, man. I've been pushing for that thing. And I believe it's going to happen. I'm very optimistic that FIT is going to happen because I'm going to continue to be a squeaky wheel for the people that's getting out the penitentiary. Because a lot of the people getting out of the penitentiary are in the action and maintenance stage of change. You know, and when we look at the spectrum, we look at pre-contemplative, contemplative, preparation, action, and maintenance. And in this county that I'm in, Buncombe County, we see a lot of investment going into the pre-contemplative and contemplative stage of change. I'm here to fight for equity. You feel me? Yeah. And a part of fighting for equity is fighting for the underdogs. And the underdogs are the people that's in the action and making the stage of change in this conversation I'm talking about. And a lot of these people that I'm talking about that I have identified are people that are coming out of state and federal prisons, people who are ready to do the right thing, who need somebody to kind of help them navigate the resources. And some of these underutilized resources that I continue to be a loudmouth about is the WIOA, vocational rehabilitation, amazing resources that are underutilized. And it can be intimidating for a person that's getting out the penitentiary to navigate those resources, obtaining the necessary documentation that you got to have to secure those resources, the transportation that it would take, multiple buses to get to multiple appointments to get to the promised land. That's where we come in at. You did community health workers, links, liaisons, intermediaries. You know what type of time we on. And we got lived experience, and that's where the passion come from. And I keep telling y'all, lived experience matters. Lived experience is the special sauce. Rapport is established immediately when you sit down with somebody and you start talking about, being in the same prisons they was in, cooking the same swoles, eating a bag of shebangs. That's a flavor of a chip that they have mostly in prison. I haven't seen shebangs on the outside except in a couple stores. That was very random. And I think it's enough for this video because it's a Sunday night and it's 9:50. And I'm hoping to get up in the morning and go to the gym before I start my day. But this video right here was just to let y'all know a little bit about, how I got involved with community health worker, why I got involved with community health worker, and what I'm trying to do with community health worker as it relates to return to citizen affairs. Hello, Operation Gateway. And we're decreasing recidivism by addressing the social determinants of health of the returning citizens. That's how we are addressing recidivism, and we're going to decrease that thing. You dig what I'm saying? And I want to give a shout out to the OG community health workers. Shout out to Jewana, for being a good role model and mentor for me as I came into the game. And shout out to the National Association, you did, for the opportunity they have given me to amplify my voice. And shout out to my man Abdullah, you feel me, with CHASM, because he has been giving me the game. He helps me understand how to leverage my passion. He helps me understand how to articulate, utilizing the vernacular that the public health experts understand instead of me going crazy all the time. Mentoring matters, iron sharpen iron. So yeah, man, that's how I'm giving it up. And I thank y'all for y'all time. Make sure you like this channel, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for notifications because I got a lot to say and I'm going to say it. I got a lot of experience, strength, and hope, and I'm going to share it. My name is Shane J.J. Cooper. I'm not the answer, but I'm for damn sure the alternative.